Hello guys, thank you for being here today. I appreciate you clicking on this video. This reading is going to be about healing regrets. I have been inspired by my sister's healing journey, and I have 3 videos coming up that are going to be pretty deep. So please subscribe if you're interested in these topics. We have healing regrets, seeking validation, and defense mechanism. So very, very deep healing content here coming up in the next couple days. They should be up around the first week of March. So this is the reading for healing regrets. So I'm going to cleanse the energy with these bells. I'm going to ring them 3 times now. All right. Thank you. The energy is clearing up now between you, your world, and mine. So we have a pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3 here. Please choose whichever pile you are drawn to, or just watch all 3, whatever you're interested in. And thank you again for being here. The timestamps are in the comments. Let's get started. Alright, pile number 1. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. I'm going to pull these first 2 cards and see the message behind them. These cards are cards that I made myself with the help of my spirit guides. It has a message on there for you. Okay, rest and recuperate, and then keep going. Okay, so it definitely sounds like you have to sit down and really think about this regret that you're having, and then just allow yourself to be aware of it and possibly think about other perspectives that you could have about the situation. But let's see what we have here. Justice. Wow. That is very interesting. I wasn't expecting to get the Justice card for this, but that is a-okay. Justice stands for the unconscious mind, that inward search that I think that this card is talking about. And the Justice card is about having faith in a universal balance in karma. And it's saying that yes, you make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Now just take responsibility for those mistakes so that you can move on. Stop blaming other people or other situations to kind of push the energy away from you. You're really just keeping it trapped on accident. Okay, so whatever this regret that you're thinking about is, the universe is saying to look at it with fairness and truth and honesty, and take accountability for the part that you played. And then, you don't have to go talk to that person if you don't want to, but, make amends in your mind, if not in the physical world, with an apology or some kind of message to this other person. And also to be true to your emotions about this situation. If you apologize but you're not truly sorry, the internal part of you is going to still be stuck. So you really need to take this time to look at the situation from a different perspective. It might be uncomfortable, but uncomfortable is a sign that you're doing something right when you're healing. So I have 3 angel, what are they called? The Archangel Power Tarot by Doreen Virtue. Let's see what they have to say. The Lovers. Okay, you have a choice, and you can choose to commit to this emotional situation or not. Okay, we have the 10 of Gabrielle. And the Queen of Ariel. Okay, so it's showing me here that you may be keeping these regrets you may be having is spending too much of your energy elsewhere helping other people and not helping yourself. This 10 of Gabriel card here is kind of like Cinderella in a way. You're busy working too many hours for other people, you're busy trying to please other people, and this regret that you're experiencing could come from not being yourself around them, or maybe you put a mask up when you first met them and now they don't know your true self. Maybe you said something to someone or explained a situation to someone that you can't take back now, and you're either changed a situation in your life, and it made a big impact by just one thing that you said. But do not feel powerless, because you still have the power to change this situation here, because we have the Choice card here and we have the Justice card here. Okay, the Lovers, it means love, obviously, that you can be getting into a relationship with someone, but next to the Fairness card, I'd say that there is some type of karmic relationship that is going on here. And if this person that you regret saying this thing to or doing this thing to is still giving you the time of day, it might be a good idea to try to fix this, because it may be possible. Okay, and again, they're showing me this card. It's probably important that you think and consider your responsibility in the situation as well. With the Queen of Gabriel, it's saying that you actually have the ability to do this, and you have the ability to make things more beautiful, and you may have practical and wise advice. Okay, maybe at the time of you saying this to them, you didn't know everything that you do now, and it's very humbling to go up to someone and say, I was wrong, I didn't mean to act that way, and I'm sorry, and I hope that we can move forward and repair this relationship, because it did mean a lot to me. Or I'm sorry, I wasn't in control of my energy, and I feel like it's very important that I come to you and show you that I've thought about it, and this is where I'm at now. So it's not begging someone to take you back. It's just being the bigger person and saying, "Hey, I messed up. If you're cool with it, maybe we can keep being friends." But this is my truth about the situation, and this is how I feel. You know. But if you don't want to be friends with me, again, there's nothing that I can do. But you're gonna have to accept me for who I am. Okay, everybody is different. There are, like they always say, there's a million fish in the sea. Okay, and that works with relationships and friendships. There will be someone else that comes along into your life that can bring some kind of light. Okay, so let's see what else the cards are saying here. Your hard work is paying off, and this is in Capricorn. So it's possible you have some kind of affiliation with Capricorn energy, but also that the hard work that you're doing on the inside is paying off. And I'm assuming that if you do go have this apology to someone for something that you regret, that it will pay off. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Manage to be glad. Create your own happiness regardless of conditions. And I definitely say that that's a confirmation that whether or not this person takes you back or accepts your apology, you can still move forward from that, okay? You should never let another person stop you from your emotional and mental development, okay? People can take away your physical freedom, hopefully just temporarily, but no one can ever control your thoughts and your emotions. Only you can control that. So choose to be glad. And here's a confirmation here. We're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. And so when I was saying you can either accept me for who I am or, go on your own way, that I think that's what this card is saying, is that not only will not only is it possible for this person to forgive you and whatnot, but also that if they choose not to, you can find someone else to be your friend or to be in a relationship with or whatever. I feel like the regret has something to do with you expressing who you are, or maybe who you were at the time that you regret. And maybe someone didn't understand it. But the universe is saying that karma is coming into play. Okay, and what goes around comes around. And that's just a cycle of healing. If you have some kind of fears towards talking to this person, it's up to your judgment whether or not you feel like this is a good relationship to repair. Otherwise, I think I said in the beginning of the video that you can just heal within yourself and kind of come to terms about, like, this wasn't for me. Look at the truth of the situation, flip it around, turn it inside out, try to stand in the other person's shoes. How would that person, how would you felt if you were that person looking or watching you say the things that you said to them? Like, if that person said the same things to you, how would you feel? Okay, like, really, really take some time to do some introspection here. I think that's extremely important. All right. And, another thing I'm seeing with this card, don't let people push you around. Okay. Some people, there's this misconception about what control is. Okay. A lot of people will try to control their outer world, and that's what they think being in control is. But the truth of the matter is, control is being able to control yourself at any given time. If a bad circumstance arises, you are grounded and clear-minded and you know what to do. You're following your intuition. You're not reacting, you're acting. You're solving the problem rather than complaining about the problem or fearing the problem or denying the problem. Okay, so a lot of abusive relationships revolve around someone trying to control the outside world of another person, but they can never control our internal. That's what I think I just said that a few minutes ago. Okay, this could stem from a situation in the past that you're not realizing. Maybe you are feeling like this person was judging you, but it's not because they were judging you. It was because something like this happened in the past, and now it's happening again with another person, and it's freaking you out. And that, I think, is where this karma card, the justice, is coming in, is that this is a cycle now that you're recognizing that um, it's happened before, now it's happening again, and you don't want it to happen a third time. You don't want it to keep happening. So this is the universe giving you the opportunity to face this regret and cut it off at the source. Okay, really dig deep into the why. Why do I feel this way? What made me feel this way? Who made me feel this way? Why am I continuing to feel this way? Okay, what other perspective can I gain? How can I stand in this person's shoes? Okay, and the universe is saying here your hard work is paying off. So any work that you do on this regret that you have is going to pay off, and the universe says you have a choice, whether or not you want to stay in this relationship, whether or not you even want to heal this relationship. Okay, but I'm seeing here that you feel really empty inside because this regret is blocking you from growing and moving forward. And I'm seeing this party. Okay, I feel like once you face this, you're going to be mature. I'm seeing now, wow, this is like Cinderella for sure. Like, this is the card that I think of Cinderella, and her fairy godmother's in the background. But next to it is like her in her beautiful ball gown at the ball, and her fairy godmother there too. Okay? Where Cinderella didn't believe that things could get better for her, a miracle happened and they did. Okay? So I think that's the energy that you need to get into, manage to be glad, even if your situation might not be there right away. It's have faith that it will with practice. Okay, and again, this card says we're all mad here. Everyone is a little different. I mean, that's pretty cut and dry. But you might have some weird quirks, and other people that you're friends with have weird quirks too. They don't have to be the same weird quirks, but if you can all accept each other's weirdness, then you guys are going to be best friends for life. And again, they're saying if they don't want to accept, they don't have to. They are in control of their own life. So let's see what this affirmation card has to say for you. Today I am kind. Today I will make this day count, and I will do something kind for someone. That is beautiful. Okay, if you're stuck in a regret, you're probably pretty grumpy. If it's come back up and it's like ruling your life today, okay, you have the internal power to move past it and choose to be kind. Okay, do nice things for everyone. Okay, sometimes I will make it my mission, like if I'm going out to do a lot of shopping, I'll make it my mission to be nice to everyone, hold the door open for them, let them walk in front of me, um, let them take the shopping cart before me, um, help them. If I see an old lady that needs help getting something off the shelf, bam, I'm there helping. Uh, if somebody needs to pull out, I'll slow down so they can get out in front of me. Okay? Because I used to get stuck in this mindset that, like, I'm just trying to get where I need to get really fast. I'm just trying to do what I'm trying to do, get out of my way. But that's not helpful, okay? And if you're always doing kind things for people, whenever they see your face, they're going to think that you're kind. Don't be afraid of people taking advantage of you, because not everyone's going to do that. And, I'm sure you built up a thick skin to this point, and you probably recognize when someone's taking advantage of you based on what's happened to you in your past. So I think the universe is saying, get out of your comfort zone, be kind to those who deserve it. Just be kind to everyone. And if they're not kind back to you, that's a reflection of the turmoil that's inside of their own heart. Okay, this kindness is a reflection of the character and the person that you're trying to be. All right, so you have the choice, all right, with that Lover's card here. It's not necessarily about love and relationship. Like we can have a relationship with coffee, money, a car, and it's not like a sexual relationship. The relationship is like, thank you for what you do for me, and that thing gives us something in return. Okay, there is a relationship. Another thing that I can say to help you imagine is magnets. Okay, there's two magnets. When they come together, they're forming an energetic relationship. Okay, so anything that you use, even with your card decks, you start to form a relationship with them. Just like how I recognize that this is my Cinderella card. Okay, it technically isn't the Cinderella card, but whenever I look at it, that's how I feel. Every time it comes up, I feel like I'm working too hard for other people and not enough for myself. Okay, so yes, focus on um, relationships today and with your things and having kind relationships. All right. Thank you, pile 1. I hope you continue listening to pile 2 and 3 and uncover those regrets and get rid of them today. Love and light. Hey, pile 2. Here is your reading today. Let's get straight into it. I'm going to read these first 2 cards together and see what they have to say for us, okay? We have yes, yes, absolutely yes. So at first I was like, huh? But now I'm thinking that you already know what we're going to talk about. This regret that you have. Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. The moon. This card is about illusions. It's about the inner self. It is not just the subconscious, but the superconscious is a place that we act and react from and think from and talk from, and we may not even always have control over it. Sometimes we may say something because it's what we've always said, but we don't really truly realize where that's coming from or what it's stemming from. So this is going to be pretty deep here. Okay, the way that you view what's real and what's not real. All right. And also, it's like the difference between being an optimist and a pessimist. Okay, how your internal state is versus how it affects your external state. Okay, if you get the moon card, it's because you're learning how to lose yourself and then find yourself again. Okay, so this is really deep, you guys. You must be going through some healing, and it's possible that the regret that you're having is how you've acted in the past. You regret how you treated all those people in the past, and you wish that you could just go back and apologize and start all over because you are a new person now. And you want them to remember you as the person you are now and not all the terrible things that you said to them and the way that you acted. Oh my God, I'm going to cry because this is really deep. And I think everyone can relate to this, you know? I mean, I remember childhood relationships where I said something mean or I acted in a certain way and I just didn't know better, but it ended that relationship. They didn't want to be around me anymore. And I mean, if I was acting like a bully, I wouldn't want to be around me either. So it seems like you've done a lot of healing here. And now you are like, I want everyone to accept me for who I am. But your inner child still regrets some of the mean things that happened or some of the ways that you reacted. And it doesn't have to be childhood. It could be when you were an adult. But I just feel that this is pretty deep. And You know, when you're a child, you're naive, you act like the people around you, maybe you didn't know what they were doing, that it wasn't appropriate, and you didn't have the people around you to put you in the right direction. And there's nothing you can do about that. It's in the past. All you can do is let your inner child come sit on your lap and give him a hug, you know, in your mind. Connect back with them today. All right? It's so difficult to heal regrets because it's from the past. And you can't go back. But you can make sure that if you get another opportunity in the future, you handle it the way that you want to handle it. Okay? If there's a person that has passed away and you wish that you could connect back with them, okay, in your mind, imagine that they are there with you and you are talking to them. Because I believe that spirits do hear us and they are with us all the time. They sit, well, I say they sit on our shoulders, but, you know, they have our back. They stand next to us and keep us safe. And I truly believe that they are there for us. So if you need to connect with someone that has passed away, you know, just imagine you guys are sitting in the living room, sitting wherever you need to be, and, you know, having that conversation. And now I'm going to cry again, but for some reason, I just remembered. Hold on, I just need to pause this for a second. So I'm not trying to take over this reading with my own emotions. But I thought about when I used to go to McDonald's with my mom, and we would meet my grandparents there. And it was a fun time for me, but I didn't realize, you know, like, I just went and played at the playland. But, you know, now my grandpa's dead. And I live very far away from my grandma. And on my dad's side, both of my grandparents are dead. And you know what I regret most about that is that I didn't get to know them and I didn't spend time with them. I did spend time with them, but not like genuine relationship connection time. And so that's something I really regret. And now I live like 3 days away from my grandma and I never get to see her. And it's just something that I haven't gotten over yet. But this reading is really, really making me open up about that. I didn't realize how much regret I had about that situation. So if you recognize or resonate with what I'm talking about, I think we're in the right place. Yes, absolutely. Yes. And, you know, I know my grandpa's here with me now, but it's not the same because, you know, I wish I could have gone back, but I can't. And, you know, that's what I was talking about. You can't go back to the past. So let's see what these Archangel Power Tarot cards have to say for us today. We have the 3 of Gabriel, the 9 of Raphael, and the Queen of Raphael. So Raphael is in this deck, it's representing the cups and the emotions. Okay, and I'll read here what this says. Make a wish. Dreams become reality. A joyful time of life. Follow your heart. A love of home and family. Trustworthy psychic information. So for these 2 cards, I'm definitely saying if you need to go back internally and heal something because you didn't know how it would affect you in the future, okay, make this wish, focus on what you want to heal here, and then trust that when you go into your mind and, for example, you sit in that old living room with those loved ones that you miss, that is healing you. This trustworthy psychic information, trust that these mind, for lack of a better term, these mind games that we can play are not mind games. It is actually a way of healing energy from the past and putting things to rest. And so we are trying to heal regrets right now. And so because we can't go back to the past, it's time to heal internally. Okay. I just need to pause for one more moment. All right, I just needed to blow my nose and take a couple deep breaths and remind myself of where we are. You never know when healing is going to appear, and you're going to have to let it flow for a little bit. But I don't have any regrets, because I think that it's important that you guys, if you're subscribed, which I hope you are, that the people who follow me see that I am genuine and that I'm not just trying to pull the wool over your eyes, or act like I'm right all the time. I've gone through these phases of recognizing these stuck things in my energy, and that's an example of it coming out. And you see, I just paused the video and took some time to work through the energy while I cried. You know, I didn't just try to stuff it back down. And I think that's a very important message for you guys today, is if you have tears come up, run to the bathroom, sit in your car, go take a walk, whatever you need to do. Those feelings need to come out so that you can heal. Yes, yes, absolutely, yes. So let's see here. We got the Three of Gabrielle. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Okay, so I'm seeing that this is a flow of energy here. You know, you make a wish, you get it done, you work on it, you work on healing this regret, and then you are able to move forward and look into this new life that you're trying to live, or this new reality you're trying to be. Okay, so again, the moon is the way you view what's real and what's not real. It's the optimistic and pessimistic mirror energy, you know, and I definitely feel like it's time for you to reflect on how you want to act in the future. So let's see what this card here, conclusions are within reach. That's very beautiful. I'm seeing the orange on the moon here, along with the orange in this card. It seems like it has something to do with the sacral chakra, feeling, you know, comfortable with yourself and believing in yourself and being creative with ideas. And it really, if you don't have a lot of self-confidence, the stomach area can be really, really tight. And I think that's a sign that you should try to work with an orange crystal or work on that chakra. And also we have two green, so the heart chakra. I'm also noticing the two full moons. For me, that would mean that you are coming to this realization moment. You're seeing something for what it truly is. The light is shining on the entire illusion that you have been trying to face. And it seems like you're going to be figuring this out very quickly. And again, they're showing me this card. Yes, yes, absolutely yes. They're confirming that you are on the right path with this healing of your regrets. Okay, we have no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. And that is true. Okay, there was a time where you didn't handle situations as well as you do now. Okay, it's time to release the regret of not knowing what to do in the past. Okay, and also I wonder what will happen next. Okay, be curious about, what's going to happen next. Maybe you were very pessimistic in the past and closed off, but now you're recognizing where that energy came from and you want to change it and transmute it into optimism. Okay, maybe you've lived many years never trying new things. Well, it's never too late. Your heart's still beating, your lungs are still breathing. Let's try something new today. Okay. She's writing in her diary or in her journal, so let's write about this new beginning that we want. And there's a door here that's opening up to this lake, this whole new world here. So definitely consider, okay, writing about what would be your best life. I'm also getting the message that you need to come to this realization that people mirror energy. Okay, so if you act a certain way, if you act in a negative, judgmental way, people are going to come back at you with negative, judgmental perspective too. But if you come at people with a kind, patient, chill way of being, they will probably come back at you with that same um, chill attitude. And they're also telling me to say, there's people out there who don't want to agree with anyone but themselves. But not everyone is like that. People don't have to agree with you. It's okay if people don't agree with you. But it's not okay if someone that doesn't agree with you hits you or says something mean or calls you stupid just because they don't agree with you. It's not okay. All right, that might be something that you are healing. And it's also not up to you to make that person apologize to you. That person may never even realize the damage that was done. And if they are always thinking that they're not wrong, well then, they're never going to look internally and try to figure out what they did to hurt other people or why they're so lonely. Okay, so let's see what this affirmation card is. Today I am ready to receive love. Today I am open to being loved by another healthy person. Okay, oftentimes these people in our lives that have been mean to us, again, it's a reflection, just like the moon card says, it's a reflection of their internal state. So if their internal state is in turmoil, then they're going to put that out there into the world constantly because they need to heal. And with here it says, with another healthy person. Okay, so take time today to be loving to someone who is also healing, or someone who does not have this flawed, pessimistic viewpoint of the world, of their reality. Okay, so they're just wanting me to say that people are not out to get you. So thank you guys so much. They show me this dog. They said you are protected. Love and light, pile 2. I really hope that this helped you uncover some regrets and welcome in this new way of being and receiving love. All right, pile 2. It's time to heal some regrets and bring them to the light. I'm hoping this doesn't turn out like pile 2 where I actually started crying. But we will see what these first two cards have in store about regrets. Okay. Spirit says, we love you so much and we are so proud of you. Okay. I'm definitely feeling like this is from ancestors, like people that have passed over, just reaching out their hearts and their hands and just trying to give you this big old hug that you feel like you are missing. Okay, and the Hermit. Okay, so was there a time in your life where you had to go within and be alone to find your true light inside of your heart, to try all the keys and see which one fits? The universe is saying that we are so proud of you for taking this time to go within and discover your inner light and go on this internal mission of straightening things out. Maybe you no longer wanted to do what other people told you you had to do. You just wanted to follow your own light. And that takes so much courage. So I'm patting you on the back. Give yourself a little pat on the back as that energy exchange for me here. I am proud of you too. Okay, it does take a lot of work. I am still in this hermit stage, if you ask me, when it comes to healing. I'm coming out. Maybe the door's cracked a little bit. But I still go internally a lot to heal. So good for you. Let's see what these other cards have to say here. Okay, the 8 of Gabrielle. The 9 of Gabrielle. Interesting. The 6 of Gabrielle. Yeah. Okay. So I'm seeing like a lot of activity. Okay, we have like a bird's eye view, a new perspective. We have growth and we have movement with him. Wow. And I want to say the 8 of Gabrielle is the Pentacles. And I just want to make sure. Where is it? Okay, this might be the wands. The action, taking action here. Okay, so there is going to be, well, let's see here. We're talking about healing regrets. And this regret that you may have has to do with taking time away to be yourself, to find your own energy. And so I'm going to read these cards here and we will get a result. Okay, a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. Congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project. Awards, scholarships, or promotions. So I'm getting the message like there's going to be a huge change. Like before I did this reading, um I mixed up all the decks a lot because I've been doing readings now for like 2 months, and I don't always um, shuffle the entire deck multiple times before I do the readings. But in this case, I did, and I'm still getting, this message. I don't doubt the cards. This is just very interesting. It's like don't regret having to go within, because you did so. You're going to experience this large amount of abundance when you do come open the door and come out. Okay, maybe you are opening the door right now and you're like, all right, so what's going to happen when I put this new self out there? And it seems like important communication, immediate results, okay, activism, stay determined and move forward, okay, and then a congratulations over here, time to move on to the next project. So I'm definitely getting like once you, well, I'm getting that like you have no reason to regret what you did because you set yourself up for the future, okay? You planted these seeds, you gained this new perspective, and now you are this knight in shining armor ready to move on to the next project. Um, and it's a never-ending cycle. The universe it's not trying to say like it's done, dead, and over with. You're going to be rich for the rest of your life and never have to worry about anything again. Like, no, that's not reasonable at all. But you've done this work, and I think what the universe is saying is that you have done so much internal work that you're ready to make it to the next level. Okay, let's see what these other cards are talking about here. Surrender to the divine. So if your intuition has been telling you to try something in a certain way, try it. You may not, your rational mind might say, well, I don't know how it's going to turn out, so I'm not going to try it. Okay, but that could be something that you regret, is not listening to your spirit guides. Maybe in the past your spirit guides were like, hey, you should do this, and if you keep doing it, you'll be great one day, and you didn't listen. But it's not too late. I think that's what they're trying to say. You went through this internal stage that you went through because you're setting yourself up for success. You were setting yourself up so that you were ready to take this adventure onto the next phase. And you took a close look at the things that could go wrong, or the things in yourself that you needed to heal. And now, when you put yourself out there, you're not going to go back to that old way of being. You have a solid foundation of this new life, of this new values and morals in your life, and you will be able to carry them out. Even if you go back to an old place with old people and old friends, you will still be able to carry this new way of being into that life. And do not be afraid of them accepting you, okay? Let's see what else we got. All right. Lead the way. Be a leader. Show others how it's done. You can help others. And it's so crazy that there's a flock of birds right here and a flock of birds right here. So I highly believe that not only have you created this new perspective for yourself, but other people are going to start coming to you and flocking to you to see what this new perspective is all about. Okay? Maybe you have a new skill and people are going to want to come check it out. Okay? You worked really hard. Maybe you have become a kinder person and people are going to hear it from others and they're going to want to come see you and see if it's true. see how you've actually changed. Let's see what this one is. Shine bright like a candle. You will make it through this. Excuse me. I don't know where that just came from. I see this written all over this reading, that you've been in this hermit stage and you're like ready to come out of the closet. I want to say, like, my last reading, the one about stuck feelings, we had the hermit card in there, and it was like, you're ready to come out of the closet. Okay, and they're saying, lead the way, shine bright like a candle. Okay, there's plenty of people out there that are going to accept you. If the universe is saying there's a clear path, get out there. I mean, this is a full moon, so that means that everything that you need to know has been illuminated. It's time to take that next step, that step that you've been afraid of for too long. There's nothing here that says you're going to fail. It's all pushing you forward, to being this man on the horse, and moving. They're saying, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job. We are so proud of you. So it seems like all this work that you've been doing is finally paying off. And you might not see it right this moment, but I think you know what to do to move on to that next phase. And if you don't, then it's time to ask your spirit guides, your angels, whoever you look up to make it apparent, make it known, make it super obvious so that I can't ignore the message anymore. Okay, and make sure you're paying attention to the signs that the universe is giving you. Okay, maybe this is like you've been learning how to become an artist, and now you're actually going to invest in a business license or whatever and put yourself out there for realsies. Do it, okay? I'm also getting the message, like, in 2019, our worlds were turned upside down, and in 2020, we had to, well, they were turned upside down in 2022, or 2020 as well, but it gave us an opportunity to, like, be who we actually want to be, and figure that stuff out. And now it's been like 2 years, and we've had lots of time to work through all that jazz. So now we are here, and the universe is saying, you've done all that work. Come out of that closet again and stand strong and show everyone, what you grew, what you worked on. Let's see what this affirmation card here has to say. Today I am persistent. Today nothing will stop me from accomplishing my goals. Nothing will stand in the way of my happiness. Nothing will keep me locked inside of this internal door anymore. I am taking myself from healing within to healing on the outside with others. So love and light. Pile number 3. Your spirit guides are so proud of you, and they love you, and you've worked so hard, and they just want you to find as much faith as you can about taking this transition and moving it forward. And all of these cards, like I said, it's like they're cheerleaders on the sideline saying, you can do it, just keep going, just 10 more yards, you got this. All right. Thank you again. If you resonated with this reading, please consider subscribing. Love and light.